Alright, I know that this has just been a night of doing and not talking, but I am now setting up most everything here. I'll go over what these symbols are. These symbols are the directions of the compass. Like I was talking about before, I know it was probably hard to understand without some kind of a visual aid, but you notice how this symbol is different from this symbol. That's something that the player will have to figure out. The starting one, when you flip the switch, this one goes down, this one raises up. So one of the problems that I'm having right now is visibility. In other words, when you flip the switch, you don't really get to see everything. I really like this eyeball. I really like this eyeball. It's really cool, but it's covering shit up. So eyeball gotta go. Eyeball can't stay. Eyeball just can't be a thing. Uh, Now I was pretty good about setting up these rooms so that you overlook the puzzle. All right, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this eyeball. I'm cutting the eyeball right now. That sounds terrible. Oh God, I am not cutting an actual eyeball. I'm just cutting these from the game. You're overlooking the in game. Your height is about here, so when you flip the switch, you really don't see anything actually happening. Big problem. So I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of creative way to like get this switch into the ground. As weird as that sounds, yeah, that's it's gonna be a little bit of a strange problem. I'm actually thinking of cutting out the floor a little bit, so there's like this switch like dug into the ground a little bit. Maybe one more. Yeah, that's a little strange, but I don't think players are gonna be too off put by that. So it's like just gonna be just sort of this indent, and you kind of look at it, you flip the switch, and then you'll see something happen in front of you, right? So like this is a let's see what happens if I just try and set this up right now like that, right? I mean, how is that? Ugh, that's so bizarre. If I make this come out too far, that's going to cause other problems. Now the player gets stuck in there. Like, uh, maybe the player won't. Yeah, something like this though. As messed up as this is, um, maybe I can. God, I had adversity with no for no reason. Um, you're gonna be slope align, and I'm gonna make you align floor front. All right, so that should yeah 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 all right, and then I'll carry that. Get rid of these dead bodies. So far, this area I'm not gonna be able to do any of the scripting tonight, but so far these areas are pretty much kind of in place. Oh, actually, I think this will work. I think I got something here. How weird is it gonna look to the player though? There's nothing saying, hey, come up top now. There's nothing up there. Like, why would the player enter this room and assume that there was like something up here? There's nothing there. Fuck. Well, I don't know. I'm throwing a puzzle at the player. Maybe let the player figure it out. I better move these dead bodies away because I don't want a fucking dead pinky demon getting in the way of progress or anything. So dead bodies can't be anywhere near this motherfucker right now. Because that's it. All right, I'm gonna copy this just like that. Pow. Oh wait, it's too high up. All right, look at that. Maybe I'll Yeah, maybe I'll let this shit go. I'll just let it hang. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I like this. I can kind of deal with this. I've been doing this for 5 minutes, but and not really saying anything, but progress. All right, so there's no dead bodies covering this up. It's part of the puzzle. You walk up, you flip the switch, you can see everything because I cut the eyeball. Never ever under any circumstances say cut eyeballs because that just fucking gives me chills. Oh, there's some skulls on the floor here that didn't belong. I'm not really a fan of these skulls, but at least it's something kind of interesting. Alright, so this area has one additional problem. See, like I said, the previous areas where there's an overlook and you can see everything clearly, this area has a problem where I didn't design with an overlook in mind, which I could probably, I might have to actually fix this. This is actually going to be a genuine issue. Um, shit. I might actually have to have this come up so that you're at least. Well, let me see. Let me see. Maybe I can make this work. I don't know actually. Shit. That's about where it would need to be. I guess maybe in this case, yeah, but the goal here is to make sure that the players is high enough off the ground that you could actually see things, right? Mm, yeah, I might have to redesign this a little bit so that you there's a staircase like here, and then it kind of overlooks a little bit, which honestly might actually look better, especially since like this window might not be even, like this window might actually be raised up a little bit. Anyway, with that said, I think yeah, I'll have to do the same with this. Notice I already added that vial, stealth vial. Stealth vial will see you as soon as that thing comes down, and then stealth vial will teleport somewhere else, like in one of these two areas back here. In which case there might be an additional stealth vial. Um, and then you'll have to like you'll be facing stealth vials, two of them. And I might even do something where they can see these are all decorations. I don't know if in GZ Doom decorations are treated the same way. Like will an art vial go to town and just resurrecting all these motherfuckers? Because that actually might be that wasn't my original uh, intent, but it would be pretty fucking awesome. Like you're just in an area filled with dead bodies, and the archvile just starts raising them all, including the dead players. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah. See, this also needs to be at least this is raised up. This also needs to allow you to see everything that's going on because this one it depends on you having the demon one facing this direction, which means in here the demon one will be facing to the demon, and this one will be facing to the this one here will be facing to the vial. So that means that this one will be here, and then you flip this switch, and then you will have solved the puzzle, and that will raise this up, and that spawns a bunch of the stealthy, nasty enemies in the rest of the map, and like well not really the rest of the map, but like they'll be hanging out like over here. There'll be one. Maybe there'll be specters like here. It'll be just basic stuff like that. Archviles. Now archviles out here will 100% just have fun. They will be happy vials resurrecting everything ever. They're all of the things. And and I'm okay with that. You know, it's a be-free vial. Probably going to be a bit of a dick move on the player. So with that said, I'm gonna solve this. I just wanted to explain what was going on. Uh, that's pretty much that for this point right now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the secret yet, but I'm thinking that I will do a very big secret in the level. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Right now, I'm just more focused on trying to finish the map. I think this area is now ready for scripting. I think I have everything in place, and I have it in a way that I think will be conducive to a good experience once I get the gameplay in. I know how the puzzle is going to work. The only loose end at this point in time, I think, is how I want to frame the Archvile fight and how I want to do the big super secret in the level, the Easter egg, if I will. Alright, I kind of went through and made sure that there was all the bugs are fixed and everything like that. I'll quickly just start this up so that you can see this area in game because it looks a lot different. Well, considerably different in game than it does here. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I do need to at least get these steps look like steps. Steps that don't look like steps. Whatever. It's a little strange having to switch in the ground like this, but I think for the player's overall experience, as far as just like having an idea that when you flip the switch, something's supposed to happen in front of you, and having the thing be as clear as possible is really important. And I think players will appreciate, even though this is a little strange, that once they walk up, they press use, and it's so clear. Like you're looking right at what you're having to look at. This is a big part of the puzzle. Yeah, like I think players will appreciate it. Oh yeah, there is actually one tiny minor detail that I wanted to try and do for this part right here is to just have like a couple of wooden beams to kind of make it look like that this is some kind of a lift. Hmm. And that's really about it. This should be pretty fucking cool. I'm getting really close to having this in a fully playable state, start to finish. All fucking bells and whistles, everything just going fucking crazy, insanity. One thing I like about this is that it's going to be something that I finish, and once it's done, you know, maybe I'll make some tweaks to it, but I won't be required to like keep coming back and modifying it. I can kind of chill for a little while and let it simmer. Unlike if I make a mod for Fallout or something, I gotta like stay on top of that. It kind of drives me crazy because it's like a fucking full-time job. Fallout modders are very, very underappreciated people. I have to say, Fallout and Skyrim modders, yeah, guys, you guys work your asses off. All right, man, this will be pretty interesting with the scripting and everything like that. I might actually leave these two down, but like raise this one up. Yeah, leave those two raised up, but like leave these two down. That works. It's kind of strange. I mean, this will be a lift that you can press use to lower, after solving all of this, if you get everything in the correct order and the right things are pointing to the correct things, the things are pointing to the things, uh, this will raise up similar in nature to earlier in the same level where these things raised up. Okay, let me just show it off in the actual level. Alright, so this is after a huge fucking fight. It's total insanity for a while, and then you get to this part, and it's just like everything's already dead. Now a lot of players are gonna think, wow, I must have killed all these guys. A lot of players who play Doom aren't really used to this idea of like coming into areas that are already where there's already dead stuff, but I kind of use this a lot. So I'm hoping people will kind of catch on. So you're getting to see a lot of stuff at once, and I really hope that this door being this way really does kind of convey this, like you're walking into somebody else's house, kind of creepy, like what the fuck happened here? And players probably already conditioned at this point that seeing lots of dead bodies usually is probably an indication that you're gonna get your ass kicked, right? God, I hope the volume isn't too loud. Okay. So you creep in. There's lots of dead bodies. So it should be pretty apparent to the player at this point that something's being set up, that there's some kind of a weird, this area is pretty strange, that there's things to look at. Some players will figure out that there's like a switch overlooking this, they might flip the switch, see something weird happen, and then continue on trying to kind of like, a lot of players are probably going to spend a good 5 maybe 10 minutes in here trying to figure this out. It'll also throw a lot of new players for a loop because you don't usually see puzzles like this. It's not common. So and then you come into here. So like now you see the candles actually make it a little easier for the player to actually see. You know, the states of each of these objects. And then there's also candles marking these. Candles are being used to kind of mark important things that you need to keep in mind. I use candles pretty liberally. I also place candles up here. Everywhere that you need to know where to go, there's candles. Candles are the markers. So I know it's not something that will deliberately, like, but a lot of players will look at this and they'll see that there's at least something up here. And then you can see, like, this is a perfect vantage point. Flip the switch, even if you're looking all the way down, you'll still see something happen when you flip this switch. And flip it, flip it. You get them to both face this guy, and you go, and you'll notice in this room, both of these are facing that guy. So like those switches, these switches in this room and this room also affect the positions of these, which are the same symbols in each of these rooms. So like this is the I can't describe the shape. The other one's the arrow, the pointer. Alright, so the first part of the puzzle is to just get them both facing this guy, and then you flip this, and then that lowers this wall. That's when the archvile comes out, teleports to another spot in this area, and you have to fight him. And then you're faced with another switch that's overlooking this, but this time you have to figure out the symbol to go with this or the symbol to go with that. So you go, make sure that this is facing to the left, And you make sure that this one's facing to the right. And you'll notice that when you're in here, that's on the right side, that's the left side. And you'll notice that the correct symbols are facing the correct faces. That's when you flip this switch. Now the secret is there's a very, very dimly lit library case. If you get this one to face this direction, and you get this one to face that direction, and you flip this switch, that will actually cause this bookshelf to open up, and there'll be something behind it. Most players are not going to figure that out. I'll actually make it so that it's either this one or that one. Like, it doesn't matter which one you flip for the secret. And that's pretty much it. I foreshadow that there will be specters in the rest of the level. Once these are facing the correct directions, you flip this switch, this will raise up like a regular lift, and you're able to go up here, you grab the red key, and maybe I'll do something to kind of hint to the player, to hint to the player that there's specters in the level now. That would be kind of cool, actually, just to have like maybe you see some stuff teleport in right in front of you, so you just see like teleports, but there's nothing there. Something crazy like that, to just like, oh man, there's some shit going on now. And that's that. All right, yeah. Look at this insanity.
Back from the dead.